You were asked 12 times what she said. Was I ever asked, ma'am? You read your transcript. You know damn well you were asked, and you still answered that. Wow. How'd you not see the way this was going to go?
What did the defendant say was going to be kind of an important question. So yeah, she was asked 12 times, and she never mentioned it once. What an amazing coincidence. You can keep looking through the 12 pages. It ain't there, ma'am.
She always wants to look over the documents before she answers because she doesn't want to get caught.
Jenny, girl, you got nowhere to run, girl. Just admit it. Just admit it.
So he has a highlighted version of 12 different things that she testified that Karen Read said. And guess what's not in there? I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. And he's going to run through these 12 things here.
And she never said, I hit him, I hit him. Good Lord, that's a big change. That's a big change.
At the scene, I was asked twice, according to this.
My question is, isn't it true that in April of 2022, you testified no fewer than 12 times, 12 separate statements you gave about what my client's statements were, either at the scene or in the car ride on the leading up to go into the scene?
Yeah. You tell them.
You remember that?
I do.
Okay. So on page 190 of what you're looking at,
Mhm.
these should all be highlighted.
It is.
You testified that my client said to you over the phone at 4:53 a.m., she asked the question, did I hit him? You see that?
I do.
Number two, on page 192, talking about when y'all were in the car on the way to the scene, Karen asked the question, could I have hit him? You see that?
Yes.
Page 193, lines 1 through 2. In John's driveway, she asked the question, quote, and she's asking if she could have hit him.
Yes.
Page 201, driving to Fairview. She asked the question, what if I hit him? And could I have hit him? Correct?
Correct.
Page 202, lines 1 through 2.
This is more
While driving to
powerful than if she had
Fairview,
just said no.
She asked the question, could I have hit him?
Correct.
Page 208, lines 24 through 25, outside at Fairview, she asked the question, did I hit him? And went on to ask, could I have hit him? Correct?
Correct.
And your testimony was also on page 208 that Karen was yelling nonstop in front of the female EMT, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? Is he dead? Correct?
Correct.
Oh,
Yes.
got her. He got her.
Okay, let me poke my own head in for a second, because they all missed something. In Auntie Bev's inexplicable reasoning for allowing Jen McCabe to run her courtroom, there was also this little nugget.
Correct?
Correct.
May I approach?
Yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
Jen McCabe actually thinks that she is ruling from the bench.
I'm really convinced. I strongly believe that I think she was watching other people's testimony. That's my belief on this one. And I think she saw other people get impeached on their prior statements. And so she never wants to answer a question without seeing the prior statement.
Where in there does it say, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him? The testimony about her saying it to another woman in front of the female paramedic is consistent with what Katie McLaughlin testified to. Do you believe in this testimony that that's consistent with what Karen Read was yelling that morning? Because all of the testimony that's in so far from my perspective is that Karen Read was fucking panicked and was trying to figure out what happened.
She's basing her testimony on what Katie McLaughlin said on the stand. She's trying to make the story straight, trying to keep the story consistent. But when you're shown your grand jury testimony that was used to indict Karen Read on murder charges, what did you hear her say? At the grand jury, she said 12 times, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? Did I hit him? Could I have hit him? And now she wants to convince the jury so badly that she heard him say, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. And this, they didn't ask me thing is not going to work. It's not going to fly.
That's and the thing is, she made this the most painful way possible by saying, I don't know about all the times that I, all the things that I said in that grand jury testimony, blah, blah, blah. And so he's like, all right, let's go statement for statement. Let's go through all 12 of these statements that you made as to what my client said that morning and who he told and what he said, what she said, and all this. And then he gets right all the way to, all right. And then you testified that she said to the EMT, did I hit him? Correct. Oh my God, he got her.
So again, what he's pointing out here is your testimony keeps getting better, as in better for the prosecution.
Lally wanted to object. I heard his mouth open, but he just doesn't know what to say.
Yeah. That's 12 times that you reiterated under oath, under penalty of perjury, in April of 2022, what my client's statements were either at the scene or leading up to getting to the scene, correct?
Correct.
Every single one of those, 12 separate times, you indicated that she asked a question, something like, could I have hit him or did I hit him, correct?
Correct.
Not one time in that testimony did you say she declared, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. Did you?
The questions that were asked, when she said,
no, stop it. That was a yes or no question. The answer is no. Give the answer. And then on redirect, the prosecution can give you the chance to give your explanation. I really wish the judge would shut her down. Shut her down. Stop her from doing this.
when she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, that was at the scene in response to an officer asking questions.
It must be none of the times that I was asked exactly the right way. That's the thing. None of the times I was asked was I asked exactly the right thing. That's why I never said it ever before. Sure. Who's buying this story? This is a laugh. This is a farce. Unbelievable. It's literally, in the literal sense of incredible, it's hard to believe it's coming out of her mouth. What a show this has been. What a show.
What I just read was us when she first called me, or when we were driving in the car, or when we were at John's house. So I was answering the question that I was asked.
Look at the jury and try and convince them, because guess what? Ain't happening, sister. Ain't happening, sister. Ain't happening.
So what's interesting about that is in real time, Jackson didn't have the response that he had after the break, I believe, when he said, actually, I just went back and looked at your grand jury testimony, and guess what? This was in response to, I think it was a female EMT or first responder at the scene is actually where you responded to this. So it's like impeaching her impeachment. It doesn't look good for her to tell. I mean, obviously, give me a break. If I asked you what somebody said and you told me 12 different things, but now you remember very specifically with 100% certainty and clarity that she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, but you never said that before. That's tough. That's not, that makes me, if I'm a juror, a tick down on credibility to me, that she really wants to get in that I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Nope. It doesn't matter what she says now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what she says now, because you know why?
Don't tell me suspicious. Don't tell me
No.
So you believe that you weren't asked the question, did she say to an officer, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him? And if you're not asked the question, did she say to an officer, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him? You're not going to volunteer that she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. That's your testimony.
I find that hard to believe, because you can't answer the question that you're being asked today, can you? In fact, you haven't answered one question that I've asked you today, have you? Without embellishing, without volunteering information, without trying to worm your way into a different answer to a different question that I didn't ask. So I find it really hard to believe, ma'am, that in a proceeding with 0 rules and 1 attorney named Lally, that you were just trying to answer the question.
Yeah. I'm sorry. No, her testimony completely changed on that. And that is a very important point. That is a very important point to have changed your testimony on. It does not matter like what she says to try to explain it, because it's the same thing. It's what Karen Reeves said to the paramedic. That's what we're trying to get at. That's what she's trying to corroborate with the paramedic, with what she says that she heard Karen Reeves say. It's just, nope.
No, that's not. My testimony is an officer was asking her what his name was
An officer
and different things about him.
ambulance
And
driver?
at that point, she was saying, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Which officer?
I do not recall.
Well, you recall the
I don't recall which officer.
I hit him. You just told me that was the most impactful thing in the morning.
It was shocking.
Sucks you don't recall the other details. So she admitted, and I thought it was actually great that the judge let him ask, that was a really impactful part of your testimony. And she said, yes, and I'll never forget it, because it's like, you'll never forget it. You agree it's impactful, potentially the most important thing you testify to. Why would you not bring it up at all these other opportunities to bring it up? That doesn't track if even as we sit here today, you agree it was and I agree with Jackson. I agree with Jen McCabe. That is really impactful and really important testimony.
So what officer did she say this to, supposedly?
I was more focused on her and her hysteria than which officer was asking the question.
So you have no idea who the officer was even, correct?
I'm not sure which officer was asking her. It could have been an EMT.
It could have been Officer Sasquatch. I don't know. He just walked on in, and then afterwards he just disappeared. He had a very, 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 healthy beard. I mean, I don't know.
Could have been an EMT. Someone said, what is his name? Does he have medical conditions? How old is he?
But you were asked that question, ma'am. On page 208, you were asked what she said in front of the female EMT who was asking her questions. I'm sorry, your answer was, she said, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? Is he dead?
If you rewind it back to like days 5 and 6, somewhere around there, the female EMT testified that the officer, the male officer who no one knows who he is, who didn't write a report, the female EMT was standing there while the male officer was asking her questions. And she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. And then the female EMT went and relayed that information to the male EMT that was inside of the ambulance doing chest compressions on Mr. O'Keefe. So then if you relay that she said in front of the female EMT, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? Is he dead? Then that's what she said to the officer as well. And you're changing your story because they were all like, it's on camera. You can see them standing to the side. They were all standing to the side together. The officer, the female EMT, McCabe, and Reed. They were all together. Wow. And the female EMT is Miss McLaughlin.
Katie McLaughlin, who may or may not be besties with a girl she went to high school with named Caitlin Albert, who testified differently. So she was asked about that. And you have to enjoy the surgical precision with which these questions are being asked. And this witness will not answer a question.
Is that right?
That is correct.
That would have been a good time to offer up that she confessed, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, right?
Objection.
Sustained as to that form.
Ms. McCabe, the truth of the matter is you've manufactured this new story for this jury because you think it helps you out.
Absolutely not.
Lots of absolutely's.
Yes, you did. I don't believe you.
She is on fire. And I don't mean like she's doing great. I mean like the ship is on fire and it's about to reach the powder stores.
Sure. Okay. I'm convinced. I'm sold. Yeah, that's great.
We need to go to DefCon Red. I need to start keeping a tally of how many witnesses we go to DefCon Red on. But really, it's not in the grand jury transcript. Was she asked about that morning and never said it? Is this why it's in none of the police reports? What the fuck?
I am outraged.